Tonight on Hipstar Tonight. Now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Please send your contributions to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight. Tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
Things are just popping right now.
Yeah, but in reality, like, if you look at the whole society, if you walk into Pearce International Airport, do you see somebody drinking water literally every 15 minutes? Like,
no, because you don't have to
most
pee.
People aren't.
You'd be the fucking guy that is always in the bathroom. That asshole.
Yeah, so you can't really do that unless you drink the 7-filtration water system brought to you by my agent, Pee Wee Castles.
Well, greetings, and I hope your weekend was well. Because it is a Monday for me currently. It's a February, all right. 27. It is. We're riding on the March. I feel like this is our first March together. I don't know. Is that wrong?
Yeah. Usually, this is the anniversary of everybody's favorite shows, March Meltdown.
Yeah.
All across the fucking country, you'll see March Meltdown shows. Every indie promotion in the United States and Canada will be having March Meltdown on one of the 4 weekends this month.
Well, we're coming down from our high of like the November to Dismembers and Seasons beatings, you know? Yeah. So now this is like our come down stage, and this is where like we get into the summer heat. I
was just watching
August Ball
footage of one of my favorite workers, Dylan James Cormos. He had a great match this weekend at the NWX power plant.
This close to winning the title,
good job,
bro.
Dylan.
He was going to have the strap this close, man.
Right. Now, do you think, because you know some of these, like the kind of jobber workers?
Yeah.
Do you think that, like the Priestons and Tridius, now I'm getting, like, do you think he's working for the other side? Is he working for Frank Thorne when he's supposed to be working for Chris LaPlante? Like, is he trustworthy?
Trustworthy? I don't answer that question. Is he clever, smart?
Oh, yes, maybe.
Is he constructive, beneficial to be around? He's got the hookups. Priester will get you shook up. And I think, like, playing the both sides, I mean, that's what I tried to do. That's the reason Chris LaPlante has me...
It is a genius move.
Right? He pulled it
frankly,
off.
Anybody can outsmart... Yeah, anybody can outsmart Chris LaPlante. The only person that couldn't is you, because you said...
Chris LaPlante. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
I know. Tell me about it.
That's really embarrassing, but fuck. You know, and now you and your father are doing a podcast. Like, what the fuck has happened to this business?
Here I am, just smiling and telling these stories like I'm not bitter about them.
Right.
But again...
Did you tell the story about how we tried to give away his elbow pad and they threw it back?
Yeah. There's blood on this!
Oh.
Too much of that. But as you were saying, and I'd like to comment, I don't hang out with the jobbers, I inspire them. I'd like to set the trend for the Ontario Indies that your offense should be a defense. Your moves are your selling. Do some bumps and fucking do it all out for your opponent. Nobody's shine is taking bumps. And that's my gimmick, okay? I'm going to fucking give you a show. And I haven't worked on my offense, but I've only worked on my acrobats. And that's okay with me. So I'm inspiring those jobbers, those kids. And let me into NWX, please, because I really want to do your shows. I will work for nobody.
And it's really like your roots. It's really how we got started with the Powerhouse. So I'm glad that you're sticking with, you know, where it all began.
Oh, yeah,
at the, you know, TWA Powerhouse is where you actually got some recognition. Yes.
I'm ruining your podcast. Jay, the landlord, just fucking broke down the door.
What's going on in here?
Hutch.
Where's my rent?
You can't. It's end of the month.
Where's my rent?
It's end of the month, man. I got 2 days.
You haven't paid February yet. You owe me February.
I know, but I got it at the end of the month. Jay, tell him I got it at the end of the month. You got it.
You know, great character voice on the part of our very own Hutch Henry. Like, great acting. You know, and it leads me to like wondering how you got so talented in life as being the the star of Rogers Television, the commentary. It makes me think that did you have to go to 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com in order to Matthew Bradley acting classes and voice acting school? Is that how you became so successful? Because that landlord gimmick is so good.
Actually, that is exactly what I did. Jay Moore, thank you very much.
Yes.
And I'm sure Matthew Bradley's going to be glad that you can, that everybody knows about those courses now available at 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK and 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com.
This is fucking nuts right now. This is nuts. You break down my door, you ask for rent.
The insane thing is like Hutch is supposed to be uploading shows at Sunday, and you're sitting here doing a podcast on my show.
Well, like,
that's okay.
I think it's fucking great. Welcome. Do you like what I've done with the place?
I do like what you've done with the place. Somehow you've made it bigger.
Each and every time, man.
It's the lines and the way you've done the furniture.
Thank you.
One second. It just feels bigger.
The egg cartons on the wall that makes the room look bigger.
No, that's what I mean. Where all of the egg cartons are gone, he's like pushed out this back wall here. I like what you've done with the bay window. It's actually, you know what? To be honest with you, it looks a little bit tacky. The like postmodern ceiling part.
It's totally tacky.
But like stucco is out.
I mean, like I can't paint over it. I'm trying so hard, but I mean, it's a work in progress. I got mice in the walls. You know, there's crumbs everywhere. It's made of crumbs.
I actually just heard Zach like screaming as I was coming down the hallway, and I was like, "What the hell's going on in Zach's place?" Yeah. And so that's why I kicked in the door because I was going to try and save you from whatever was going on. I thought, "Oh my God, it's like
thanks, man.
He's either in a fight with a woman," and then I heard another male voice, so I was like, "To the rescue!" Here I am.
Wow.
But it turned out to be all very benign, so I'm happy. It's good.
Well, you're listening to boringradiopodcast.com.
Yeah,
what is this shit?
We haven't bought that domain yet. You can't fucking... That's probably expensive.
All right, speaking of boringpodcast.com, what were you bloody listening to before I came in here and added some excitement to this jazz? Although you were yelling, so it was probably pretty
Well,
exciting.
we were on a vibe, actually.
I'm kind of curious. Like, I was going to bring this up on the show today, Hutch, that you actually stole or bought, or I don't know what you did, the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK. Is you know, like, whatever happened to that? Like, you bought the domain and didn't upload anything, and now you're squeezing in on the show. Like, what is going on here?
I haven't actually, like, purchased it yet because I didn't want to, like, you know.
He just excited us
on
first.
your toes. But I tell you what, I will do that tonight.
Oh,
I gotta go home and buy your domain tonight.
For Monday, it's gonna be official. Starting on the start of the week. I think that's a beautiful thing.
And maybe I'll even try and make a page on the webpage where it's just nothing but TOHST. It's hard to like remember that.
TOHST.com.
Yeah, that real rough one.
It's TOHST.com.
No, it's
TOHST.
Toast with an OH.
TOHST.
I think it's smart. I think it's clever. It's new. It's innovative.
All right, are you always so aggressive on the show here, Jay? Jeez.
It's because we can barely hear each other, so we just yell at each other like, the other day!
No, because I talked... The whole program here is like talking into a coffee can. It's so ridiculous.
Sitting on milk crates. Yeah.
I guess so. Well, I'm sorry. I hope I've added some excitement here. You're pretending that I haven't, but I have.
This is fucking great. Are you kidding me? This is like our third guest on the show. I mean, like, Jay.
The third live guest ever?
Right, yeah. And that was great. I mean, like, we had a woman on the show once. That was our highest ratings.
I think the problem with the show, if I may, is like people are tuning in for Raw Review and wrestling news, and you guys are talking about home decor news, and it's just kind of like throwing the whole audience off, and no one's everyone's tuning out.
Is there a Raw Review to do right now? Okay, so I'm confused about the timeline.
What do you mean?
Is this Sunday night?
Are you fucking high?
You're on a Monday. It's Monday, dude. Fuck.
There we go. I wasn't sure exactly what was going on here. So you cut that? Screw it all up. I'll help you with your editing. Jesus, I'm looking at the screen. You might need it.
No, what do you mean?
Well,
all right.
Ever since I came in, the levels on the one side are down. I'm like, oh, did I screw things up here? Because you guys are sharing a mic now, so...
You're going to be like as close to that as possible.
That's how I got it. I mean, all of this stuff. That's how I even got involved in wrestling. It all started from my being like a proper audio engineer. That's the only thing I actually can do properly. Wow. Everything else is kind of just like, I hope this works.
Okay, fair enough, and I'll grant you that.
But
kidding. Don't come into another man's studio and tell him his levels are too hot when he's midway recording an episode. Just kidding. I can turn that down. I'll be right. You'll see, that'll be fun. It's not that bad. But we got 40 people listening.
This one coming in, infamousjmore@hotmail.com. This one coming in from Stacy Wagner, Welland, Ontario. Hutch, can we please hear some more history of Hutch and how you got started in the wrestling business? It's so interesting that you were an audio engineer.
Oh,
more history, please.
Please. So this is here. We've got one coming in here at Hunch Henry's at altavista.com.
You can't.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's Hutch Henry's. Hutch Henry's at CompuServe.com, and it's got Hutch. Can you please ask Jay why he's such a condescending prick? Jay,
you got that.
Is there a purpose behind this?
It's out.
A lot of people have called me a condescending prick because of people I've associated with. And lately, I've taken to heart, and I feel very saddened by my good friend Teddy Hart, who is now in prison in Arlington, Texas, if you don't mind. And he has joined the list of impaired workers, much like Zach Atticus, sitting right next to you. People that have gotten themselves jailed and are actually lost their license, and you call me a condescending prick and don't even answer my listener's question.
All right,
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, to answer the question, I have to give more history of myself. That would be answering the question.
It's true.
Is that what you really want?
There. I mean,
I'm not even interested. I'm just trying to help the listeners here. That's all.
Well, the listeners should know that the first day that I felt like a real commentator was the 2014 Collar and Elbow Cup, Lula Lounge. Jay Moore walked in, half hungover, was like, what's going on around here? And I just started going off, and Jay was like, screw this guy, and put me in my place. And it's been a battle from that day on forward, and now I feel like a real commentator. Instead of just calling moves, I'm fighting for my life.
It's a fish. He's a fish. Remember the days when we were a fish? I don't remember him either. That's nice, you know? Jay, that's a healthy mind we got right there. That's exactly what I was telling you about, fucking drinking the water, doing the vegetables, getting your greens in you, and your natural energy. You're telling me you're just fucking vaping while we're doing 60 minutes. That's bullshit, man. I want you to get your health up. And you got to do it for me and do it for yourself first. Yeah, do that.
I think you should go paler. You should get less sun. It should be your gimmick. Have you ever seen Powder? That guy had powers, superpowers. You need to and once you start, you gotta turn face. And you'll have white skin, superpowers, and you'll be even more over.
The infamous Pale More. It's a working title.
This in infamousjmore@hotmail.com. Paul Saccone from Ridgeway, Ontario, saying, Hipstar, you talk a lot about helping us students, but on our last show you talked about bringing a steak to Jay Moore's agent, Pee Wee Castles, and you lied to us and tell us you're a vegan. What's the deal? That's from Paul Saccone, Ridgeway, Ontario.
Which Zach are you asking here? No, that's not the answer. The answer is I understand what people eat, and I believe in everything, and I try everything. A little bit of meat here, a little bit of veggies there, a little bit of beaver pie there, a little bit of Polish sausage there, you know? I mean, I'll try it.
Right.
And I want to fucking understand everybody's opinion and perspective. So you know what? I take it all in, man. And I'm really trying to focus on me and trying new experiences.
And I think what the audience is learning, much like Hutch is talking about how he started in the business, we're now finding out that you're a liar and, also a drunk driver. You've kind of let the audience down in a lot of ways.
I let myself down. Yeah, I did. It's true. And it's really refreshing to know that I have you guys here with me to back me up and make me feel better about myself. So thank you. I mean, I know it's only a Monday.
You turned on your friends.
Oh, well, I haven't turned on you. I still
turned on Topher Whiteman.
I still got you guys. Okay.
You've turned on all your tag team partners.
I wanted to say that we got the rest of the week to look forward to. Okay, because it's only a Monday. Hutch, thanks for coming by.
Oh, no problem. This is one of my favorite places in the world to be. I'm surprised I've always missed the Monday night thing. Usually I'm watching Raw or hanging out at home. Coming here is not a priority.
Happy Monday, the 27th. Tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
Oh, is that our end of our show? Oh, no!